Mario Kart is known for its vast pool of racetracks that visit every biome ever conceived and beyond, and many of them are filled with obstacles and set pieces where after one lap, you'll never forget these locations. Moments like driving over the piano keys in Music Park, ping-ponging through bumpers in Waluigi Pinball, and hitting the gritty off the bidet in Squeaky Clean Sprint are so iconic, they're ingrained into our culture. Practically every single course has a similar alluring aura that will make you want to return. But the track I find myself revisiting more than any other is one of the most mundane. Donut Plains 3 is quite possibly the most forgettable map in Mario Kart 8. It's a flat, barren Super Nintendo course in the grassy fields of Nebraska. It is the shortest track in the game, excluding one baby park, and with only 2 sets of item boxes available, this place is safer than a party with P. Diddy. And I think it's one of the game's most engaging maps. Despite how few items are in play and how little time you spend here, no other track makes you think as critically as Donut Plains 3. And that's because this map takes its 2 biggest faults and turns them into strengths. Items, as you know, are Mario Kart's bread and butter, the glue holding the entire game together. Without items, Mario Kart wouldn't be fun. So by definition, a course with very few of them would suck. However, in economies with scarce markets, the value of goods rise. With Donut Plains 3 having only 6 opportunities to run into an item box, it is so crucial that you nab every one. You know, missing any already makes you want to whip out the 9, but on a map of this nature, incidents like these are fatal to your performance. I want to direct your attention to the second set of item boxes, often referred to as the parachute at the edge of the world, because the next time you'll see one is more than half a lap away. These boxes here are the difference between life and death. And whatever they give you will determine your fate and your strategy. And the cherry on top is that this same corner tempts you not to grab anything. Parachuteless, as the community coins it, is skipping the item boxes to use the shortcut right before them. A massive gambit where players risk the utility of an item in exchange for 1 second of time. And unlike every other shortcut in the series, parachuteless is one you have to plan ahead. This ain't a shortcut you can just autopilot every lap. You gotta weigh the benefits and drawbacks of making this decision. Parachuteless means you're defenseless for a lap. No red shell, no mushroom, no based god horn. To make this move, you're considering everyone's position, what lap it is, your inventory, how many Yoshis and Teddy Buggies there are. You gotta check in with your correspondent. So many things no other shortcut requires, because here, saving time can punish you. Not only are you giving up an item, a reckless turn can send you off-road, wasting all your efforts. So besides calculating the probability of this flashy move paying off, you also need the chops to even do it. God, this corner's so cool. Forget your Ice Outposts, Swamp Ruins, Ribbon Roads, and Cloud Top Cruises with genuinely harder skips where missing the shortcut makes you fall out of bounds. They don't got an item box influencing your decision. This is easily a contender as the best corner in Mario Kart. A highly coveted title message boards have developed thousands of tier lists bickering about for years, and following it is another one of my favorites. Donut Plains 3 isn't just a grassy map. It's got mud, which reduces your traction just enough you'll need to tap the brakes to make it. Now, I don't know what voodoo magic went into the design of Mario Kart 8, but one of the game's most satisfying mechanics is when you need to press B to turn. Like, ooh, yeah, look at me doing advanced techniques. And then on 200cc, these turns will really test your mettle. Parachuteless goes from child's play to a fiddle off with the devil. But if you could thread the needle, the adrenaline's so uplifting. And of course, we got the real shortcut to talk about. Part of what makes parachuteless so good is this section here, your run-of-the-mill gap in the grass that requires a mushroom to get through. If you're approaching parachuteless and already have a mushroom, what are you gonna do? You can use that mushroom now and bank on receiving another, or hold it do parachuteless, and spend it at the gap. Just one more thing to muse over every single lap. And with this course being so short, it means you never have a break from deciding what to do. At all times, you are subconsciously thinking about parachuteless, and no other track will keep you as invested. There's definitely been a resurgence in Donut Plains 3 truthers since Mario Kart 8's inception. Back in the Wii U days, this was undoubtedly the game's least popular level. The only people picking it were the clinically insane. But now, gee, it always gets 3 votes, and against Mount Wario no less. Literally God's gift to mankind. It's good to see that after all these years, against 95 other courses, Donut Plains 3 has a place in this game. For as simple as it looks compared to the legendary roster of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, this map manages to provide a unique experience that turns its faults into its biggest assets that change how you play the game. And guess what? Donut Plains 3 has a battle course. Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U's battle mode was something we'd all like to forget. But its most unique feature was that the arenas were all racetracks, and one of the lucky 8 to make the cut was Donut Plains 3. And when you look at that, it's the game's best arena. Now, this isn't an achievement because Mario Kart 8's battle mode sucked, but it's a small map with walls to bounce shells off of and hurl feces over. The underwater areas provide a lot of cover in a mode where driving off-road has very few advantages. You get to listen to that sexy ass organ. Just like its Grand Prix counterpart, Donut Plains 3 takes advantage of its petite figure and short height and proves that sometimes less is more. So next time you're playing online and Donut Plains 3 shows up, do yourself a favor and give this track a vote.